Thank you. Thank you, Dr. BETKAR. It's my pleasure to join your international conference today, your webinar. I will introduce myself first. My name is Mirna Ayash. I'm from Lebanon. I'm an English instructor and I have BA in English Literature, MBA in Educational Management, and I'm CELTA certified. Actually, I've been teaching English for over than 22 years, whether in public or private schools, and also in universities. And we applied the technique of CELTA throughout our career experience. What made me choose the subject for you today to talk about is that me being a mom of 4 kids, and trying to balance between work and home and the chores that you have to handle during the day is really interesting. And I think most working moms feel the same. So I just would like to spot the light on certain points that may interest some of you for working moms here today. And at the end, it's my pleasure to be here with you. Thank you. So once you want me to start sharing my presentation, let me know. Do you want me to start sharing? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Can you see my screen, Dr. BETKAR, and your audience here? Okay. Actually, today we're going to talk about balancing career and motherhood. What is the reality behind the strength? Okay, it's really an exploration of strength, identity, and balance in a working mother's world. Here, as you see, if we're going to talk about the modern working mother, she is strong yet tired, ambitious yet caring, constantly balancing 2 worlds. Women today carry careers, dreams, and families, often at the same time. What do we mean by this? To the woman reading these words, to every woman here who's watching this conference or who's going to watch it later on, whether you are on your way to work, sitting in an office, rocking a baby to sleep, or catching your breath after a long day, I want you to know this. You are not alone. Being a working woman today is a journey filled with contradictions. You are strong, yet sometimes fragile. You are ambitious, yet torn by guilt. You are admired, yet often underestimated. Society tells you to have it all, but rarely shows you how. What's the dual journey? What is our journey as women? We have in a point from work, one point, our home, our chores, our children, our obligations, and from the other point, we have our career. Every working mother walks 2 paths, one toward professional growth and another toward nurturing love. Both are equally demanding, both deeply rewarding. What is the emotional load that women may face? What is the emotional load? She has to balance. This is the point. It's a full-time working mom. It's really sometimes she breaks down Her heart never truly rests. She thinks, she plans, and worries for everyone. Behind every professional woman, you have to take a breath, because she must take a breath between the deadlines and all what is required from her. What do you mean by breaking the myths here? Let's see. Breaking the myth is that she has also all the time to balance between two. She has to be successful in both chores. She doesn't have it all. She builds it piece by piece. Balance isn't perfection. It is courage, boundaries, and grace under pressure. This is balance. What do we mean by support systems that matter? When you have a support system around you, it's very important. Otherwise, you won't be able only to continue by yourself. And in this case, we mean our husbands, our family, our parents-in-law, our real parents. So we have this supporting system that keeps us going on. Our friends, behind every thriving mother is a network, family, friends, or workplace, policies that understand. Support turns survival into empowerment. And this is true. And this is what we passed through. What do we mean by success? Let's redefine success. Success for a working mother isn't about doing everything. It is about doing what matters with heart, integrity, and love. This is success. We cannot handle everything all the time alone. But what we can do is what we do that matters, that we handle it with heart, with love, with patience, with integrity, with belief in ourselves. And this is very important. This is success. What do we mean here by global voices? Around the world, working mothers share one truth and only one truth. The more we lift each other, the lighter our burdens become. And this is true. We are all living the same. Most of us they do have careers. Most of us, they have family. And they want to balance between two. So we have to lift each other in one way or another. This is the global voice that we talk about. And here, of course, there's a message to employers and society. Empowerment begins with empathy. Flexible workplaces, respect, and equal opportunities create not just better employees, but stronger families. Because if you can understand the mom, that she's a working mom, and the load she's having on daily basis, and the things she have to do on daily basis, all the chores that she needs to think about, plan for it, and what she has, all these needs empathy in one way or another. A man may work from dusk to dawn, yes, of course, and most of men do. But a woman's work is never done. She has to do it by herself. Most of the women chores or the woman's work, they are done only by themselves. And what do we mean by this? Let's see. What are the strategies for balance? Prioritize without guilt. This is the first one that we have to take it into consideration. Set healthy boundaries, and this is very important. Ask for help. It is strength, not weakness. You cannot show all the time that you are strong. Sometimes you need support. Sometimes you need help. Practice self-care daily, not occasionally, whether you do yoga, meditation, do some sports, whatever. Take care of yourself. A day in her life. Now I was talking about the things what she needs. Now let's talk what she really passes through. A day in her life. Some days she has no idea how she'll do it, but every single day it still gets done. And this is true. Morning rush, meetings, homework help, bedtime stories. Behind her calm smile lies unmatched resilience, the true definition of multitasking. Every day, she is a multitasker. She has many things to perform, many things to accomplish. And it's her own responsibility, whether with the morning rush, that the things she has to finish, or the meetings that she has to join, or the homework help, and etc. Now I'm going to read for you a real story about a Lebanese woman. Her name is Maria. Maria, a 38-year-old marketing executive in Beirut, wakes at 5:30 a.m. every day. Her day begins in the dark, long before the city stirs. She tiptoes around the house, careful not to wake the children while she prepares their sandwiches, folds school uniforms, responds to urgent emails on her phone, and reads yesterday's coffee that she never finished. By 7 a.m., she's dressed, composed, and out the door, ready to lead meetings and manage a high pressure client portfolio. By 6:30 p.m., she's rushing home through traffic, making mental checklists, mental checklists that I have this and this and this. Did she reply to her daughter's teacher? Was the chicken defrosted? She walks through the door and begins her second shift, overseeing homework, preparing dinner, bathing the children, loading the dishwasher, answering late night Slack messages, and trying not to lose her patience over socks left on the floor. Midnight comes, she drops into bed, mind still busy, buzzing, already anticipating the alarm. Her sleep is shallow, often interrupted by a child's cry or a buzzing phone. She starts again in the next day. When asked how she feels, Maria smiled faintly. Tired, always tired, and guilty, like I'm not giving enough to anyone. Not my kids, not my work, and definitely not myself. Maria's story is not unique. It is one among millions, often unheard, unspoken, but deeply felt. This is one of the Lebanese woman's story that she would like to share it with us. What are the challenges faced? Let's see. Guilt for not being present enough, burnout from endless responsibilities, social judgment, and lack of understanding. Yet she carries on, silently rewriting what strength means. What are the daily struggles of a mom in general? Let's see. Work-life balance. What do you mean by this? As a mom, you may want or wish you could do it all, but doing it all, juggling every single ball without ever dropping it, can be a massive stretch. This is especially true if you are a working mom, attempting to balance your career responsibilities with your family life. Moms often find themselves seriously struggling when they attempt to juggle multiple roles, both inside and outside of the home. They don't have enough time to generously allocate to work and the kids and their partner and their friends and their personal pursuits, etc. Something has to give, and it usually feels like it is their sanity. And this is true. The demands of motherhood can be time consuming. Taking care of kids alone can feel like a full time job. So, when you add to the mix managing household chores, nurturing other relationships, taking time for personal pursuits and other life obligations, this can result in feeling seriously time poor. And this is what we call time management. We feel time poor when we don't know how to manage our time. Gosh, if you are a fellow mom, and then there is a good chance when you've experienced some form of guilt in your life. Moms often feel guilty about not spending enough quality time with their children, missing important events, giving too much or giving too little, and not meeting their own self imposed high standards. This guilt can contribute to further stress and anxiety, which are just more creepy feelings layered on top. This is the mom guilt. What do we mean by isolation and loneliness? This is what she feels. If you feel isolated or lonely, you are not alone. Many moms experience feelings of isolation, especially if they are stay-at-home parents or have recently moved to a new location. If this is true for you, building a support system can be crucial. You know, the supporting system that we have just mentioned, this is important for you if you feel alone. Well, it's no surprise that money features on this list as it is one of the top things people stress about in life. Yes, the financial load that we are talking about. The most common worries about money are debt, lack of a job security, or meeting financial obligations. Managing family finance and providing for the needs of the children can be a major source of stress for many moms. Why she works? Why does she like? Only because of her ambition? Sometimes because of her ambition, because she wants to achieve something, and most of the times because she needs it financially. And this is authentic here. This is the real that we're talking about. So especially if they are a one-income family, they may also struggle with balancing the budget and planning for the future when their income isn't as high as they desire it to be. This is the final pressure, financial pressures that we're talking about. And this is what we meant by this. Health and self-care. We all want to be healthy, right? We all want to feel fit and toned. But how in the world do we find the time to make it happen? These are questions many moms struggle to answer, as they do their best to prioritize their own health and self-care but fail miserably. Finding time for exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep can be particularly challenging, especially when you are in the throes of motherhood. But you should take care of yourself. You should find time for yourself. Whether in the morning when everyone is still sleeping, try to take care of yourself. Whether by doing meditation, whether by trying to listen to some music, having a cup of coffee, try to do it. This will make you have a good start for your day. Comparison and social pressure. What do I mean by this? When my kids were young, social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook definitely did not dominate my life or the lives of my friends. My daughter was 6 when Instagram launched, and I don't think I even had internet on my phone for a while after. And this is true. Fast forward today, and this is pervasive, need to conform and compare ourselves to others feels very real for most moms. Am I doing enough? Am I doing it right? Am I even good enough? These are the questions that always come to the mind of working moms. Social media and the expectations from society will definitely contribute to feelings of inadequacy when moms compare themselves to others. If this is something you have fallen prey to, please know that striving for an unrealistic standard of perfection will negatively impact your mental well being. You are doing your best. You are good enough for your kids. You are giving most of yourself. So, yes, you are doing well. You are doing enough. Don't compare yourself to other moms. Okay? Parenting challenges. Here, if we're going to talk about parental challenges, and that sometimes we couldn't even begin to list all the potential parenting challenges that moms may face on their parenting journey, right? No joke, there are 1,000,001 possible challenges. This is because each child is unique, and parenting definitely doesn't come with a one-size-fits-all manual. So moms may face a myriad of different parenting challenges on a daily basis related to discipline, behavior management, and finding the right balance between nurturing and setting boundaries. Coping with change. What do I mean by coping with change? Just when you get used to your newborn being a baby, change pops in to say hello. It's not easy when you have your newborn being. You look at this newborn, what's this? Is this mine? How can I deal with this? How can I be a good mom? And then the question pops out in your mind, and this change pops in to say hello. and your gorgeous child becomes a toddler. Then when you think, oh, okay, I'm the mom of a toddler, they become a preschooler, then they become a school kid, then they go off to high school, and then they take off to college, and then they move out of home, and etc. And time passes, and your life is passing also. Adjusting to life changes is a big part of being a parent. But let's be honest, it often feels like a struggle. Yes, we are struggling. Whenever you have a new baby or send a child off to school or have to deal with the challenges of adolescence, it can be extremely emotionally and mentally taxing for moms. She's not only dealing with her work, she's not only dealing with her home chores, she's not only dealing with the sandwiches she has to prepare early morning, she has to deal with their personality. She has to pay attention to every and single word they are uttering. What do they want? How they are feeling? Are they feeling good? Is there anything that makes them not feel well? So she has to be alert all the time. And this is unconsciously all moms do. We are alert all the time about our kids' demands. What do they want? Relationship strains. As if raising kids wasn't challenging enough, we also have to balance the demands of our family life with maintaining a healthy relationship with a partner. Yes? We cannot only think of our children. There is a partner in our life that we have to balance also with. Our biggest struggles when it comes to this communication and finding quality time to spend together. And this is very important in order to be able also to continue your life in a healthy way and also to help yourself, because this is what we want. Okay, this is the support system that we have talked about in the previous slides. Career advancement. If you are a working mom who wishes to advance in your career, and I think most working moms wish this, you might struggle with doing so while also fulfilling parenting responsibilities. Striking a balance between professional growth and family commitments can be difficult. This is another normal daily struggle for moms. Yeah? So this is also one of the responsibilities that you have to take into consideration. When we talk about lack of sleep, really, when you want to sleep but you are overthinking, okay, or you still have something to finish. This is what we're going to talk about it here. So I swear I should have put this on the top of my list, and this is really. Sleep deprivation is the number one struggle most moms face, particularly during the early years of parenting. Have you ever tried to survive on no sleep? I didn't, because I should sleep in order to be mentally in a healthy way. These challenges for moms can vary widely, and not every mom will experience the same difficulties, but each mom has her own difficulties, right? But in general, they are common. But you do get to decide how you want to approach these supports. You do get to decide how to want to take care of yourself during the tougher days. You do always have the option to rest. You do have the option to build support systems. You do have the option to embrace self care practices. Please know, and this is important, please know that doing the above will help you navigate and overcome these challenges by taking care of yourself, by building the support system, okay? By taking the option to rest. All these are important to make you survive in your daily struggles. To every working mother, you are enough. You are doing more than you do. Then you know, balancing love and ambition is not a weakness. It is art, it is courage, it's legacy. Thank you. This is Mirna, and I'm happy to have this with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy. It's my pleasure to be here with you. Thank you. And I'm happy to see it as an interesting presentation. Thank you. Okay, so do you want from me now to talk about in general other than the PowerPoint presentation, or it's okay? I'm okay now. Yes. Okay. Anyone would like to discuss anything related to this? Because as I mentioned in my presentation, what I'm doing here is that I am talking about myself in general and about all the working moms in the world. We are all facing the same struggles on daily basis, each one of us, right? And we try our best to balance between both, between our career advancement and our life. We have families, we have children, we have a partner, we have relationships that we have to take care about, and also we are ambitious, we are educated, we want to prove ourselves, we want to be advanced, and we want to continue in our careers. So you see the load. For example, me as a mom of 4 children, it's not easy, but still I managed to continue. Still, it was like a challenge to me to prove that each working mom can do this. And at the same time, the point from this PowerPoint that I have shared with you, Dr. BETKAR, is to tell you that is to tell each mom that she can find time for herself. She can find time to rest if she has put this in her mind. And she must do this. She can find time to sleep. Maybe 15 minutes in the morning, okay? Let her do meditation. Let her drink a cup of coffee. Listen to music. This will help her for a good, fresh start to her day. So this is the point here. I'm happy that you like the presentation. If anyone would like to ask me any question, I'm ready to answer. And I'm happy to be there. I'm from Lebanon, and I'm happy to join this international webinar. And Dr. BETKAR, it's my pleasure also. Sorry, I couldn't get it. Anyone would like to discuss?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Your presentation was very nice.
Thank you.
So congratulations, ma'am. My question is what are the effects and effects of social media for working women? What are the effects and effects of social media for working women?
What are the tips for social media of working women?
Yes. Effects and effects.
For social media, actually, social media is really beneficial in general. Okay, but what I give for social media here is that my point, and I always insist on about to look at yourself in the mirror every day in the morning. Wish yourself a good start. Always be updated with what's going around you. Take care of yourself. For social media, always watch the presentations related to women empowerment. Okay, so you can watch these presentations. It will help you do meditation, listen to music, meditate yourself. And this is my point. I don't know if I get your answer, if I was able to answer for your question or not.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Welcome. Usually the social media, they may distract women, right? Yes, working moms and women. And you can see sometimes that mothers, not those who are working, but sometimes it can distract you from fulfilling your obligations or the things that you have. But I think if they just choose well what they want to put, for example, I have my own Instagram account, I have my own Facebook account, but what you present is the important thing only. So it's not like you can use it in a good way. You can use to present things that may help others or motivate others in one way or another. It's not about showing yourself, right? Maybe you are happy with your family. You can put a picture for you and your family. And this gives you a more motivation that you look, I have this family. And for this family, I want to continue to be, to continue in my life. I love my life and I am satisfied and I am happy. And this is what we have to remind ourselves. This will give us power, strength inside. Welcome. Welcome.
How social media affected moms and children's life where conflicts are still going on? Thank you, madam.
Yeah, you're welcome. Actually, it affected some social media affected some moms and children in a positive way, while it affected others in a negative way. What do I mean from this? Moms who are attentive of what their children are watching on the social media, of what they are looking for on the social media, she can help them, or she can, let's say, teach them what to use it for. Okay, she can guide them what to use the social media for. But sometimes social media distracts moms and children. How? The mother doesn't pay attention for her children, what they are watching. Maybe they watch things they are not supposed to watch. Okay, and this is really a very dangerous aspect. She has to be alert all the time. And she sometimes is distracted by the fashion only, by the things that really doesn't give value to her life and to her family and to her work. And this is also, it's a kind of distraction. So it is about decision here, decision making. What does this woman want to be? What does this woman want to watch? How can this woman guide her children? And this is important. And I think you see, sometimes in some families, we miss this family talk. You can see each one is holding the phone, sitting together, but they are not talking. They are just holding their phones, just looking, chatting, looking at the pictures. And this is really a dangerous thing that we have recently. So it's very important. Usually to me, I tell them, here we go, let's have some discussion now. Tell me, how was your day? How was your day? What have you done during the day? Is everything okay with you? Look, I have done this, and I talk about myself. I have done this, I have done this. So I try just to get their attention, just to create a language that we can talk. It's not just we have the same language. You have to create the language that comes to their mind, that you really convince them in order to converse with you. And this is important. So I think it's very important to be attentive for this point. And thank you for your question, because we sometimes feel or see families that each one, they are not so like mingling more with each other because of this social media, because they don't know how to use it. And this is really dangerous. Thank you for your question.
Madam, I am
Hello.
talking about where conflicts are still going on in other groups. In that situation, it is critical to survive and children's and moms and in situation.
Okay, the complex. Can you write it in the chat? Can you write it in the chat?
सॉरी सर मैं दो कम्युनिटी के बीच में जो मतलब है ना वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चल रहा है जो संघर्ष जैसी स्थिति है वैसी जगह पे मदर और चिल्ड्रन के लिए क्या मतलब किस ढंग से वो सरवाइव कर सकते हैं?
Yes, Dr. Betkar, can you translate it for me, please? Yes, this is what I was trying to note about. They are affecting the mother and children because they don't have, they no longer converse with each other. They are distracting. The family is not. Most of the families, they don't have this kind of interaction like before. Also, it's affecting them negatively sometimes, not all of the families. I'm here talking here, some of the families, they are affecting them negatively. How? Because maybe they are watching maybe impolite things, maybe they are watching things that are not real, maybe they are watching something about violence, and they try to also, I can see some of the games here that children are trying to play, and it's been a lot of they talked about a lot of this because not all the games are good for the children, and this is they are more violent. So you can feel that the children are violent now, more violent than before. They have this kind of violence due to these games, like killing and shouting and doing whatever. I don't know, but this is affecting them. This is the complex situation that we can face from the games, from the videos, from the movies that they are watching. Okay.
Thanks, madam.
You're welcome.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello.
Good evening. Hello.
Hello. Namaskar, sir. I have a question. It is very difficult when your family doesn't support you. The situation is very different in each country. What would you say about this? Because you belong to Lebanon, and I belong to India, and I also working woman, and I have lots of problems when I go for work. So I want to know, ma'am, what the universal problem that every woman face. I want to know about your views about every woman.
You need the supporting system that I mentioned, that I talked about. If no one is supporting you and you are a working mom, you have to do everything at your own. This is what you mean?
But ma'am, there are some cultural difference. Maybe you have a different culture. I have different culture. I want to
we
know.
We are somehow close, Robi. Your name is Robi, as I see. We are close a little bit between India and Lebanon. We have this. We still try to pay attention to our families, to our family relationship. And what we do here, our support system, is to keep our children, to guide them in a proper way. How we support ourselves if we ask help from, for example, maybe I think I had some of my students who was Indian. She told me that she lives with her mother-in-law at the same house, so and her sister-in-law and whatever. I think this is the only different thing that I saw between India and Lebanon, because here we live, each family lives alone, so they don't live in the same house. But what I can tell you, is that even if they don't live in the same house, they are still supporting each other. So if you have a good mom-in-law or a good sister-in-law or a good mom or father or sister, or even your cousins or your friends, they are ready to help you. Maybe sometimes you are late at work, okay? I can مثلا talk to my sister-in-law and ask her, please, can you pick up my little daughter from her gymnastics? I cannot be on time. She's ready to help me. Okay?
Yes,
We
ma'am.
still have this family relationship that support each other, but not all of us like this. So I can understand your question. It doesn't mean in each country you can see this and this. This doesn't mean that we can globalize this. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. My another question is, what you will advise for food and nutrition for working women?
Nutritions?
Food and nutrition.
Can you write it please in the chat box? Sorry.
Working mom always confuse what to cook every day. So
Okay.
how do you manage for food and nutrition? What you will advise for working women?
Of course. Thank you for your question, but of course, if you want the truth, the only time that I can cook is at 11 p.m. at my time. You can see me 10:30, 11 p.m. in the kitchen cooking for the other day. I have a big family. I will not have delivery on daily basis. Of course, I cannot. So that's why I prefer, and they are boys. Okay, so they need to eat well. Delivery. These burgers and pizza is nothing to them. So they need to eat healthy food. They go to gym and they need healthy food. So you can see me on daily basis between 10 and 11 p.m. in my kitchen cooking something for them till the next day. Yes, and I made them look when the child grows up with and seeing his mom that she's going to work on daily basis, he gets acquainted with this view. Okay, so unconsciously he will be able. Oh, let me. I have to heat this, for example, in order to eat it. I have to put the water on like this. So unconsciously they know how to also to serve themselves. Meanwhile, I reach home. Okay, so if I am a little bit late for 10 to 15 minutes, they are able to serve them. But usually, I do my best to be all at home at the same time, because I insist on one thing, that family gathering on the table for having lunch all together is really important to me. And even if I'm late, they wait for me to come and put on the table in order to eat together. This is about me, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I want to add something because time management is very important for the working moms. It's only about time managing, and she can really handle this. And as Roby has asked, when you have a support system, someone who is really supporting you, whether your husband or the people around you, so it's important also. Thank you.
Ma'am, I don't want to ask any question, but say I want to share something. Mom, it was very nice presentation. First of all, salute to all moms who they are working from whole world for playing a multiple roles and tasks in the one day.
Yes.
Uh,
Thank you.
and as well as you suggested more tips to spend quality time with all individuals in your family. That is very nice. Collective dinner at the same time with all individuals. This tip is very good. I appreciate that one. And thank you for Bedkar sir for this
Thank you very
concluding
much.
submission of mine. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you as well. Yes. A timetable for the working mom. Yes. Sometimes we spend our Sundays cooking for the whole week. Sometimes, right? So preparing ourselves, even the clothes, you have to wash them to prepare for your children. And on Saturdays you have to prepare for the work of the coming week. So it's always, all the time, it's about time management. Otherwise, you will not be able to handle anything.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. It was a very excellent session. You have given us a beautiful tips, given us very informative. It was a very informative session. Thank you so much for sharing with your experience, everything. So nice. Thank you so much.
Thank
We are
you.
highly
It's nice of
benefited from
you.
the session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Tedkar. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, thank you. And I will leave the meeting now. It's nice of you.
Sama, Pak. Sama, Pak. Very nice.